guys, how's it going? My name is Dal, and this week we got a lot of class updates in this recent Dragonflight Alpha build. This update contains major revamps to talent trees, with mages getting enhanced utility options, while warlocks receive bolstered defensives, as well as new gameplay opportunities for the class of Hunter, who continues to get regular alpha updates every single week. We also see major AoE improvements for the spec of Enhancement Shaman, which could potentially make him an absolute powerhouse, drastically improving the AoE output in group content like Mythic Plus dungeons and Cleave boss fights. So in today's video, I want to cover all of these class updates and highlight the most impactful changes that got recently added in the newest Dragonflight Alpha build. But right before we get into these class updates, most of you guys watching these videos are still not subscribed. However, the more of you remind, the more of you do. So let's keep it going. Subscribe to the channel as well as hit the bell if you're watching these videos anyway, especially if you're looking to get regular class and content updates for all the future and upcoming Dragonflight Alpha builds. First, let's start this video off with the class of Hunter, which recently received a couple of new talent options. The new talent of Arctic Bola allows your spells and abilities a chance to fire a bola that cleaves multiple targets and comes with a slowing effect, which could be useful when trying to control multiple targets passively in AoE Mythic Plus content. You can now buff the damage of your bleeds and poison effects by a sizable amount with the serrated shots talent. The damage of all periodic abilities also gains bonus execute value, which supports a damage over time focused Hunter playstyles going forward. Next, we got updates to the Beast Mastery Hunter. First things first, the ability of Barb Shot's damage has been buffed by 75% in this recent build, which supports a Barb Shot bleed focused gameplay. We also got a new talent of Brutal Companion. Every 3 barb shots cause your pet to frenzy, making their next basic pet ability even more deadly. We also got a major rework to the Aspect of the Wild talent ability. With the new Aspect of the Wild, your Cobra shots will be cheaper to cast and will cleave to a secondary target. You could also modify this ability to gain cooldown reduction when summoning more pets, or simply buff the damage of your Cobra shot by 30%. This gives Aspect of the Wild new gameplay opportunities as a cleave focused ability or potentially as a bursty talent option. Besides Beast Mastery, we also saw major changes for the spec of Survival. This recent build enabled Coordinated Assault and Spearhead talents, as well as all other complementary bonuses, which means both of these powerful cooldowns are finally ready for testing. Coordinated Assault causes you and your pet to charge towards the target. Your pet's attacks empower your next kill shot or Wildfire Bomb. Bombs and kill shots have a much faster recharge, and kill shots can even be upgraded to hit multiple targets. The talent of Spearhead causes you and your pet to quickly rush towards your target, empowering both you and your pet. Raptor Strikes will stack a bonus bleed onto the enemy target, and for a short time can cost less focus. Kill commands become even more deadly and potentially extending the duration of the Spearhead cooldown. This playstyle heavily supports a Mongoose Bite talent build and greatly amplifies single target focused gameplay. Mages saw a slight rework when it comes to their class talent trees, which primarily includes adjustments and repositioning of certain talents. Besides that, we also get new effects of Reflection, which will teleport the mage back to the last blink location, further enhancing their movement. The talent of Energized Barriers will help the mage provide a bit more counter pressure when being attacked by melee, highly useful in PvP content. Casting abilities of Fire Blast, Arcane Missiles, and Ice Sands against frozen targets will help reduce the cooldown of your loss of control abilities, greatly enhancing Mage's utility in PvE and PvP content. The spec of Arcane Mage saw a lot of minor ability tuning and talent pathway adjustments, mostly to create more gameplay and playstyle options. We also saw the talent of Evocation get reduced to a 90-second cooldown. Conjure Mana Gems will now grant baseline spell power when used, and Presence of Mind also gains a shorter cooldown as well. Fire Mages saw their talents rearranged slightly, and passive abilities like Fire Blast Rank 2 and Hot Streak have been removed from the talent tree, becoming baseline Fire Mage passives. Frost Mages also saw some improvements like baking the Winter's Chill passive effect into Flurry directly. Icy Propulsion also got updated, where it will now reduce the cooldown of Icy Veins consistently instead of during the Icy Veins uptime. The spec of Enhancement Shaman saw massive quality of life updates in this recent Dragonflight Alpha build, with many of the recent buffs looking to drastically increase its overall AoE performance. First of all, the basic cooldown of Feral Spirits has been reduced down to 90 seconds. The talent of Alpha Wolf has been adjusted, where your Feral Spirits will cleave multiple targets when using Chain Lightning instead. The ability of Chain Lightning will now naturally reduce the cooldown of Crash Lightning without having to talent into it. The talent of Crashing Storms buffs the amount of targets hit by Chain Lightning and the damage amplification of Crash Lightning. Thorum's Invocation passive has been adjusted, where inside of your Ascendance your Wind Strikes can now either shoot Lightning Bolts or Chain Lightning, which creates a powerful AoE synergy with the previously mentioned talents. And the talent of Hailstorm Frost Shock Cleave will now have more flexibility when scaling with Maelstrom, specifically when using the talent of Overflowing Maelstrom, which allows Frost Shocks to benefit off of 10 stacks of Maelstrom instead of 5 at a time. Together with the talent of Ice Strike, it creates a very powerful combination, where the Frost Shock Cleave could be greatly amplified. And hopefully these adjustments will greatly enhance Shaman's output when it comes to AoE content. Finally, we have the class of Warlock, which also saw a lot of adjustments in this recent build. First of all, the class talent trees have been completely revamped. A lot of the offensive damage modifying talents have been removed entirely, and mostly replaced with a lot of defensive and utility options. Talents like Abyss Walker empower Demonic Circle to gain bonus defensive value. Gorfian's Resolve, which buffs the allies you help resurrect. Resolute Barrier will help reduce the cooldown of Unending Resolve whenever you take damage. Soul Armor will grant heightened defensives during critical moments. And Demonic Resilience makes you less susceptible to crits, while overall buffing your pet's defensives. The talent of Summon Soulkeeper also becomes functional in this recent build. This new summonable demon will spawn at a target location, blasting all nearby targets with AoE fell damage. The talent of Inquisitor's Gaze is also ready for testing, which summons a demonic eye that follows you around and attacks your enemies passively, mostly generating bonus single target damage. The spec of Affliction Warlocks have received brand new talents, starting with Malefic Affliction, which causes your Malefic Rapture ability to buff the periodic damage of Unstable Affliction. The Doom Blossom talent causes Corruption to explode when Unstable Affliction is supercharged in such a way. The talent of Dread Touch causes the Malefic Affliction passive to become even more empowered. Your demonic summon of Dark Glare Companion also saw new talents to further enhance their overall performance, like cleaving multiple targets with the talent of Grim Reach. This week, Destruction also saw changes, though primarily in the form of adjustments to many of their talents and abilities. But since we are talking about numbers on the alpha, there's a good chance that none of these are nowhere final. Besides ability tuning, we did see a change to the Warlock Mastery, which no longer reduces the damage Destruction Warlocks take. The defensive value of their Chaotic Mastery was cut because of all the new defensive options found inside of their class talent trees. Finally, the spec of Demonology saw two major adjustments. First of all, we have a change to the Demonic Tyrant pet. Usually, you could buff the damage output of your Tyrant with a Demonic Consumption talent, where the Tyrant drains the health of nearby demonic minions, boosting his overall damage output. Because the damage scales off of the health of your minions, which scale off of the health of the Warlock, this creates opportunities for Warlocks to cheese the demonic damage output. So to make the power gains of your Tyrant more consistent, the talent of Consumption is replaced with Reign of Tyranny that assigns a demonic servitude stacks to every single pet. Low value pets like imps will have 1 stack of demonic servitude, while high value pets like your summoned Felguard will have 2. This change will allow the Warlock to go for more high quality pets rather than a large pet army of imps. Finally, the Guillotine talent is functional in this recent build. Guillotine causes your Felguard to hurl the weapon at the enemy target, which radiates shadow damage, While the Felguard is disarmed, they go into a frenzy, auto-attacking their targets with vicious speed that also cleaves to nearby enemies, which improves both the AoE output of Demonology Warlocks going forward, as well as opens up new opportunities for Felguard-focused builds. And for now, that's going to be all of the new class updates that we've received in this recent Dragonflight build. I want to thank you all so much for watching the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about the new gameplay options available for Hunters? What are your thoughts about the new talent tree revamps for Warlocks and Mages? And are you potentially planning on checking out enhancement shamans in Dragonflight with all of the recent AoE buffs and improvements? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. As per usual, if you guys enjoyed this video or found it informative, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I would very much appreciate it. And as always, in the description of every single live stream and video, we have a link to our Discord community channel. Probably the best place to reach out to me directly in case you want to let me know what you thought about this video, or discuss with the other members of the community what you think about the upcoming changes. Join our Discord to become part of the community. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts, and as always, I'll see all of you guys in another video.